Hello guys, it's Evil Boy, and today we are doing another bedtime review. For today's review, we are doing 3 figures, which is basically all the Beast Wars figures I have. So we have Optimus Primal, the classic maximum leader, Leo Convoy or Leo Prime, the more unknown maximum commander, I think, and transmetal 2 Megatron, the well-known Predacon leader. So this is gonna be a bit of a doozy. So you already saw how big these guys are. He's the biggest. He's like medium. And Primal is kind of small. So let's start with Primal. And also, as always, my brother's watching the movie. Let's see here. So for Primal, he's from Warfare Cybertron Kingdom. And the other two are from like Legacy or something. And I always gotta shut the box. Gosh darn it. There we go. Anyway, no, not the TV. That will get copyright. Anyways. This is Optimus Primal. He turns into a gorilla. And he's the leader of the Maximals. You know, Cheetor, Rhinox, Dinobot. Probably one of the most famous. For his accessories, I just need accessory because I lost his other thing. He comes with 2 of these swords. They're the same exact mold, so I'll just show this one off. What I find strange is people show him holding it like this, you know, like a regular blade. And to show he holds it the other way, which honestly makes sense. It goes down further, and this part right here sticks out. So I feel like that's how he's supposed to hold it. That's about it for that. But also a point I want to show. I super glued the knees because they were too loose. I know, dumb, but it doesn't really affect the girl mode. Anyways, let's get on to articulation. Starting from the top, going to the bottom. We've got a head ball joint, pretty good. And I must say his head's pretty big. He looks up that far, not really down. At the arms, he has a butterfly joint, probably for transformation, because I do this to get clearance. A rotation at the arm, it feels kind of like there's stopping points, which is pretty cool. Moves out that far, probably move out more. There's a twist on the arm. A very good bend at the elbow. It goes way past 90. There's a wrist rotation, opening fingers, which is pretty cool. Probably for girl mode or something. Down here we have a waist rotation. Here, this kind of moves. This was back then when, or at least this is when they didn't really think of making the thigh and the actual leg a separate piece. But then the bend is probably slightly more than 90, I don't know. Strangely, there's like a weird rotation thingy here. And then there's the double-sided ankle tilt, I think, or just one-sided. And this can move up. It's not that strong because it will fall immediately, but it's still cool. And if you probably move this back a bit more, but yeah, that was the robot mode. Here's some other stuff to mention. Try to get. He has guns in his arms, and if we fold this back, pull this up to get it easier, you could reach down and whip out one of his shoulder guns. Nice. Anyways, on to transformation. We want to butterfly those joints right there. Rip open the head. While I'm here, I'll flip this back in. Pull the head out. Flip it around. Lift the monkey head up. Spin it around and put it down a bit. Not all the way, just to like here. Push it back. Or push it back as far as you can. So let you. Come on. There we go. Flip the chest around to become the monkey chest. And shove this in here. Rest the head. Now, you can flip the shoulder pads down. Or like, fold them down. Take the feet, fold them up. Twist the waist. Peg in the butt flap. And bend the knees. Unpeg the backpack, turn it around, and place it right here. Then you can hide the knees into the back plate. Position it, and there we go. This is the gorilla mode, and he's pretty cool. And the arm articulation is the same. For this, it's just a swivel. It's kind of a turn here, kind of a rotation here, and looks up and down. Pretty expressive. I'm realizing now he has very tiny pupils. That is very tiny. Cool detail. For the monkeys here, folding down toes, pivot, and like turn this. That's basically it. Okay, we're done with the maximal leader. Let's go to like the maximal commander. Let's see here. There he is. Leo Convoy, or Leo Prime. He is basically Optimus Primal's successor, and also like more based off Optimus Prime. Maybe the toy, because yellow eyes and stuff. Some cool features before we do anything. If you grab right here, you can open this and show his Energon Matrix. Apparently Primal's is just on his chest. It's not covered at all, but flip that down. It is covered right here, and also paint shipping. That keeps unpegging too. Also, if you flip these out, you get blasters, which go pew pew and fold back in. Or you could use the 5mm boards to like turn them or actually do stuff. To go back here. Oh no. Go back here, you'll find that one, there's his other set of blasters here. And also his claws. And then two, this technically can be used as a jetpack. Technically. And again, you can fold these out. And boom. You fold these down. You can peg the back things in there since they're hexagonal. Whatever. Now he's on to articulation. Because this guy comes with no accessories other than the guns. First, he's got slight, actually pretty good tilt. Looks up that far, not really down, but you could cheat it. Boom. So it can look pretty down and it doesn't look weird. It's also his head is pretty big, so I like that. Pretty loose, but also pretty tight ball joint. Nice. Move the shoulder pads up. You can move this up that far, turn it 90-degree bend. That's basically it. Down here, you get a waist swivel. My neck hurts so bad. You can kick it this far. If you try to bend it back, it will kind of spread out. It fell. Darn. Yeah, it fell. But anyways, you try to move it back, it spreads out. But it does have a spread right there. And this is when the thigh and the thing is, like, leg is separate. So you get a, like, unlimited thing. A bit more than 90 degrees. There's technically this right here. More for the transformation. A really good pivot, and that's about it. The heel doesn't really do anything, and yeah. That was it for his robot mode. Let's start the transformation. He is a lot more complex than both of the other figures. So to start with, what I like to do, flip up the back part, or actually pull the lion head a bit, and then flip up the back part. And then flip these up, take this armature, and make sure the lion head's over the robot head. Okay. Then you want to get your thumb in there and open up his chest. There we go. Unpeg it. Unclip the head and put it there. Take out this whole part, flip it around, and that becomes the stomach. So for this part, you want to fold this arm out, fold this up, twist this around, and fold this up and peg it. By doing this, you can move this up, turn it around, and easily peg it into here. Jesus. Oh, I dropped it. Goofy me. We'll have to do the same thing on the other side. So please just try to distract yourself while I do this. Second time. I swear this box is not as stable as it used to be. Like 2 videos ago, it was perfect. And now I can't transform this. Great. Come on. There we go. Now you want to flip this up. Take the holes on the wrist and peg them right here. Yeah, right there. You have to finagle it a bit to get it into the right spot. But once you do, you can close this up and peg these into here. Come on. Flip this part down. And then you could put this part down and make sure it pegs into the, like, shoulder things. Okay, let's keep going. Fold the legs down real quick. Fold the butt flap thing up. And you see that when you turn this around, the actual tail pops out. Then you can plug this into his bootay right here. And then get this right here and plug this around here. It's like that. Twist around the legs, and then twist around the, like, lower legs. Flip up the heels, kind of break the knee, and then smush it into here. And unpeg the jaw. And here we have Leo Convoy, or Leo Prime. He turned into a white lion-looking guy, and pretty clean, to say. I like how its body is so slim. It just condenses, or at least thins out, you know. Especially since his whole blocky build's gone. Anyways, you can still have the claws out, or flip this out. It takes a bit of effort, but you can get it out. For his articulation, he can open his mouth pretty wide. It has, I think, a ball joint in here. Moves up and down. You could technically unpeg this and move this forward. Which, yeah, I guess, but not really. A twist here. And on the back, they're like the normal legs, just without a knee bend. So swivel and all that stuff, you know. And that's about it for Leo Convoy. This last guy is going to be a pain to do, so I'm going to get my neck feeling better and stuff. And finally, we are going to do the last figure. The biggest one out of them all. Transmetal 2 Megatron. I have to reach out so far. Anyways, for Transmetal 2 Megatron, his accessory, it's literally just one thing. It's his big old Cheeto club. So, he can hold it like a club, which is kind of weird, but I guess works. Or do it for the more obvious reason, if you take the dragon head. Open its mouth, you can see there's a peg right there. You can peg this into, if I can line it up. And now it's a fire breath, which is obviously the correct way to use it. Move that out of the way. We're going on to articulation. Just as, first of all, if we move on to the back head, we can lift this up real quick. Just a swivel at his head, which is kind of lame, to be honest. And then there's like a kind of joint here, and then the rest are ball joints. Pretty expressive and stuff. For his right arm, it's on a soft ratchet, as you can see. The jittery movement. It moves out that far. Rotation and a double bend at the elbow. For this, another soft ratchet moves out that far, and ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, and mouth opens. Spreading these out, you get a pretty good, move the wings, pretty good spread right here. Very good. It's raised rotation, ratcheted. You could probably see. His legs are ratcheted. Ooh, man, that's nice. Oh no. Phone's not right. Okay. Fixed it. Anyways, if we move this out, his knee goes very far. And his ankle is pretty good. And the feet goes up and down. Now for the wings, come on. That's the third time. Jesus Christ. I think this thing leaning on a box will make grooves for it to lay on, but no, it keeps falling over. Okay. This time it won't fall. Maybe. If we move on to the back, the wings can extend. Ooh, those are pretty big. And flap. I'm just going to show that because I'm saving this for the dragon mode. And oh no, we're not transforming yet. Overall, pretty good. I like his design. And pretty much it. Oh yeah, also sword wielding wrist. I don't know if I showed. I don't know if I forgot this, but this can turn. Anyways, let's I don't know if I showed this either, but I probably did. Yeah, moves back this far. It's not that much, but it's all we got. Anyways, onto the transformation. First, rip open his chest and unpeg his head. Rip out the dragon arms, which are actually the claws on the chest, which is really cool. You could just flip this part down. And by the way, I broke this part right here, so that sucks. But there's another peg that goes right into here, so it's clear. And you can double joint this up, bend the thing, and just shove it in and try to get it into that freaking thing right there. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fold this out. That's where the hand can like go in there. And cover that up. Then you can rotate this. Fold this back up and plug this back in. If it wants to. Something wrong. It's the hand. Excuse me, hold on. It's just my neck hurts really bad. I have to hunch over to see the camera. Make sure everything's clear. It's a pain. I suggest to have a more comfortable space when doing this. Or have the camera facing towards you if you're fine with showing your face. I'm not right now. So, peg that in. Turn that, please. Please turn that. Thank you. Pull that up and finally, peg it to place. Get that right there. Turn this and push this far enough to where it gets wedged in there. Finally, you can move the wings out, move the head away, and pull these down. I like to do it because they're there for something. Okay. For the crotch, you split it open, fold this around, and fold this up. Flex this a bit to peg in somehow. I might need to do this off camera. Wait, nope, got it. Just flex it. And there we go. Take these two tabs and plug it where the claws tabs used to be, right about here. Oh, my neck. Anyways, that should be done. Get the tail positioned right. Oh my god. And then you want to rotate this up. Bend the knee. What I like to do is fold this down one. And then fold this up until it like locks into place. Come on. Here we go. Should be done. And this is the dragon mode. He is big. For his articulation, I'm going to start with the arms. Moves forward and that, out, swivel, like that. A good elbow, up and down, and a wrist swivel, which the robot mode doesn't have. For this, the robot legs, tail's just the back of the tail, and the neck and head is just the thing. Nothing to say much for this figure, it's just, yeah. Here is all of these guys together. As you can see, even in beast modes, Megatron's definitely the biggest, Optimus is the smallest, and convoy is the medium. And there's also Optimus to show how they compare. And that was my review on the 3 Beast Wars, guys. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. I will rest my neck.